Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! We're gonna be doing this! Wow, okay. We are doing this today, everyone. Hi! I can't even explain to you how excited I am to get back to filming. Where to even begin? Where do I begin? Yeah. I moved to Dallas. I am currently living in Dallas, Texas. Just to be a little bit closer to my family. I left Pittsburgh after 7 years of being there. I am currently job hunting. There's a lot of new changes that are going on in my life. But one thing that has stayed the same has been my passion for makeup and YouTube and being in front of the camera and just talking to y'all and just kind of reviewing some products. I'm really excited, genuinely really excited to be back here on my channel. I feel that my mental health is a lot better. My previous living situation wasn't the best. It wasn't ideal, especially during a pandemic. And I just needed to live on my own and, you know, just do my own thing, basically. That's what we're gonna be doing today. I have a bunch of errands that I have to run. I have some stuff that I gotta put up on my walls. I can't even wait to show y'all my apartment. It's so cute. We're just gonna get ready. Let's just do that. Oh, by the way, my name is Eric Spiffy, but you can just call me Spiff if I didn't say that in the beginning. All right, so I'm gonna take this e.l.f. poreless putty primer. It is such a great drugstore find, especially if you like something that's gonna help smooth out your complexion. I have a little bit of texture right here in my T-zone, and so we're just gonna be smoothing out the appearance. I'm gonna put just a little bit on the nose, and then what I like to do with the leftover product is just kind of rub it in my hands and just kind of distribute that along the outer perimeters of my face. I'll have all the makeup details listed down below in the description box in case if you are wondering what I was using, you can look down below. Also, while you're at it, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. You've been watching for this long, so you might as well just like and subscribe. So the perfect foundation that I have been loving and using recently is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Hydrating Longwear Foundation. That's right, you heard correct, longwear. I'm in the shade 350, and I'm just gonna be, look at her. That was probably a lot of product that I pumped out. You don't really need that much. Probably 2 pumps would be enough. So I'm gonna drop this down to my neck because pretty much I think what I'm gonna be wearing is gonna be very low, so the makeup won't transfer onto my clothes. Usually during the winter time I'll wear like turtlenecks or something, and I always, without a doubt, will always have makeup staining my collar. So not today. I tell you, it is like 90 degrees outside, so I really want to make sure that this is buffed in and we set everything. I probably should have done this step first, but I'm gonna go ahead and take this LA Girl Pro Conceal. I'm just gonna take a little bit underneath my eyes just because I am a little hungover. And so I really want to make sure that my bags aren't showing through for dinner. She's tired. She's been trying to keep a social life, even though I really don't have any friends out here in this area. I kind of moved out here on a whim. I knew that I didn't want to move back to Corpus Christi, but I wanted to be closer to family, but needed a bigger city. So Dallas was kind of like, yeah, was the city for me. All right, so I'm gonna be just buffing that out. I'm using like a dense brush. This is from BH Cosmetics. Love whenever they come out with their brush sets. So I'm gonna take very little of, this is the Coty Airspun Translucent Powder. I'm just gonna take a very tiny bit and I'm gonna set the under eye so that way whenever I go in with my concealer to brighten up underneath the eyes, it doesn't mix in with the orange concealer. Next, I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I'm in the shade Medium Sand right now. I'm going to take a couple dollops. I don't like to use that much concealer anymore underneath my eyes because I find that it tends to crease up more when I have so much product. Alright, now we're going to blend this out. So again, I'm not rubbing the product. I'm pressing into my under eye, pressing into the skin, so that way it really just like latches on. I'm gonna take a little bit of this ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Concealer. Brightens up underneath my eyes really nicely. I want to look super awake today. Next, what I'm going to take is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer, and I love to use this as a cream bronzer. So I'm going to take a little bit of this because you don't really need a lot of product. And I just really want to just look really warm, really bronzy. Take a little bit on the jawline. And then the kind of brush that I like to use, I really need to wash my brushes, I'm sorry. Next video, they will be washed. This is the Morphe R10, and it's just a dense brush, and I like to literally like wrap my arm all the way around, kind of tug on it, and just press. And as you can see, we're pressing a lot of these products, a lot of these liquid cream products, we are pressing everything in, but still blending it out. But you see how like natural that looks as opposed to using just a powder bronzer. Now for the jawline, this is where we kind of rub it out. Just kind of drop it down a little bit. So I'm pretty sure I've already featured this product before in a video somewhere on here. But I've been really loving the Fenty Beauty cream blushes. I have the color Summertime Wine, and I'm just gonna take this dense kabuki brush, also from BH Cosmetics, and just really kind of giving me those intense blushed out cheeks. But I'm focusing this more on the outer perimeter because I kind of want it to look just a little editorial, a little artsy, but still natural and wearable during the day. So living in Dallas, it's a completely different ball game compared to Pittsburgh. I have recently figured out that it is a much bigger city than Pittsburgh, and everything is like so spaced out. You definitely need a car to like operate. In Pittsburgh, you don't really need a car to like get around. You could take public transportation, and not that you can't here in Dallas, but I think it's pretty expected of you as a Texan to have a vehicle. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I've had a vehicle since I was 16 years old, so I've just always needed a car. And that's like the Texas mentality of like, you're always needing a car to get around anywhere, whether you're like going to visit family or like, you know, you're driving out on vacation somewhere to the river. Like, is that a Southern thing? Maybe that's a Southern thing, not just a Texas thing, but a Southern thing. All right, so I'm taking that Coty Airspun powder, and I am setting pretty much only the areas where I highlighted. So I'm leaving the bronzer and blush area to still kind of be dewy and a little damp, because when I go in with my powder products, I want them to really adhere. So I'm gonna take the Fenty Beauty powder bronzer. This is in Island Ting, and I'm going to, once again, press this into my face. Ooh, that might have been a little too much. The brush hairs lightly around the forehead, and then here, same thing, lightly applying. I'm taking an oldie but a goodie. If you've been an OG kind of like YouTuber or beauty lover, you know about Milani Luminoso Baked Blush. Whoa, forgot how much I loved this product. And I like to apply this one closer to the apples of my cheeks as opposed to taking it up here, just to add a little more dimension, but also it just like, it's light enough to where it looks very subtle, and it also just has a nice like sheen to it. It has like this, I don't even know, this reflex of like dewiness on the face. It just looks so pretty. Do you see what I'm saying? All right, I'm gonna quickly do my brows off camera, jam out to some music, and I'll be right back to do the eyes. See you soon. All right, I am back in action. The brows are on. All right, we're moving on to eyes. So I'm gonna keep it a little natural today. And I'm going to use that same concealer, the first one, the e.l.f. Hydro Camo Concealer. And I'm taking a little bit on the back of my hand and just lightly applying this onto the eye. I don't like to throw on a chunk of concealer anymore. I just like to use a little bit just to kind of even out my eyes. The whole month of June has been super stressful, but like a good stressful, I guess, because I'm kind of out of my comfort zone. And the whole point of me moving was to be closer to family, but also just to kind of isolate myself and really focus on my career. Do I know what that career is just yet? No. Social media coordinating was the last thing that I was doing. Also a barista at a hotel. We're not going to talk about this hotel because that's a story for another day, honey. Yeah, I don't know what direction I want to go in. And so y'all are going to be on this journey with me as I try to figure out what I'm doing with my life, because I don't know. All right, so I'm gonna set just a little bit. I have this little quad from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Lately I've been digging into Fawn, which is this grayish eyeshadow, and it just adds a nice dimension to my crease. I also kind of like to take this down my nose. Just because it has a nice like grayish undertone for a nose contour. Like, honey, she's looking pinched. So I'm gonna be taking Caramel right here. It's a nice, just like bronzy, warm shade that I'm gonna throw on top. And I'm taking that on a Morphe M200. And we're gonna buff this out. Alright, so like I said, we're gonna keep this a little natural, but I wanna add just a little something, you know. So we're gonna add this ColourPop Super Shock Cheek Pearlized shadow. This is in the color Might Be, and I'm just gonna take that on my finger. I've showed you guys this routine before, how it's just like a nice subtle kind of sheen that I like to throw on the lid. So I'm gonna take 2 different brushes. The first brush, these are just like painter brushes that you can find at any like art store, but they're very tiny, they're very precise, and I love that. I don't really have any other brush in my collection that's like that. That's like a makeup brush. So I'm gonna take Cypress Umber. This is also from Anastasia. It's this dark shade, and I'm also gonna take Ochre, which is this one, and we're just gonna be kind of dipping into both, like very little. And I'm just going to lightly press. And I'm starting in the center of my eyelid. I don't want the wing to be too crazy. I just want like a nice little, like she's not going full on black eyeliner. She's not going that crazy right now. Still daytime. And then I like to just open my eyelid just so I can see how it looks whenever my eyes are open. And if I need to like even it out, because I just like to have it look very isosceles triangle moment. What I like to do with the smaller brush is I like to just go right to the lash line as close as I can get and just really deepen it up. See, like it looks, she looks cute. She's cute. Oh my god, I completely forgot that I was gonna wear a little bit of highlighter. So I'm gonna be taking the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter. I'm gonna be taking the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder. This is in the color Crown of My Canopy. I've had this for a long time, and it used to be a little too dark for me, but now that she is a little tan right now, she is matching my skin tone just right. And it's like, it's subtle enough when I'm using this like very fluffy, large blender brush. It's subtle enough that like it's not like pow in your face, but you know, it still kind of just gives you a little something. And it's just enough for the day. Like it's a Thursday, calm down. This isn't giving like Friday energy vibes, you know? All right, let's finish the eyes off with a little mascara and curling the lashes just a little bit. I really love the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara. It is such a great mascara. Very much a dupe for the Too Faced Better Than Sex. All right, last thing that I like to do, especially if I'm running errands, is I like to just kind of make sure that my little baby hairs are laid down. So I'm gonna take some of this Spiffy pomade from Old Spice. I had to buy it just because of the name. And I don't like to use a lot of this product, but I'm just going to grab just the tiniest bit, run it through my hands like this, and just kind of like press it down. Alright, she is looking presentable. She is ready to go and run some errands. It is already 2:24. I'm running really behind. One of the last things I'd like to do is, of course, set and forget honey. So we're going to be taking the e.l.f. Glow Dewy Mist. This has coconut and argan oil, and it just adds a really nice sheen to the face to make it look nice, healthy, and glowy. Not that she isn't already looking like that, but why not? Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but if you stay to the very end, I love you so much. As always, make sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel and this video. I love you all so much, and I cannot wait to be pumping out some more content. It's coming up very soon, but I definitely was so excited to just jump in front of the camera and start filming again and just kind of getting back on that hustle, that grind, because honey, she's feeling it stronger more than ever. I love you all so much, and I will see you very soon.